Okay, we'll start. So remember our today's development, maybe Verilog, SystemVerilog or UVM. So, give it on Testbench and DUT. This is what with respect to Verilog. Next one, interface. Next one, outside is top. Next, inside limit generator. Case monitor for the next sequence, right? Monitor for the next interface. DUT, give it off. Next, CLV, system Verilog. It's called UV. The arrow will be like that. Go that way. DUT. Drive.
हाँ 7:30 ना हाँ
Verilog. Then UV. One more.
Sir, your voice is low, sir.
Yeah, your voice isn't that clear. Can you keep your mic closer?
Yeah. 1 minute. I'm not talking at all. Just I'm
Okay, great.
friends. Sequence recording. See, we'll go to the Verilog first. See, before that, one more diagram for everything. He will be the text. See, first we'll go with this diagram. Okay, this diagram, whichever I have tick mark, we'll go with this diagram. See, I have given you an adder. Okay. If I ask you, go and do the verification, what you'll do? You'll take the adder, you'll give some kind of an input.
It is not clear, sorry.
Now, is it proper?
Yeah,
sir,
now it's
now it's
okay.
better.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'll give you an adder and I'll ask you go and take the adder and do the verification. Okay. Then what you'll do? You'll take the adder, you'll give the input. Do you agree?
Yeah.
The input like this, and you'll get the output. Correct. See, imagine like the adder, you are giving the input manually, and you are getting the output manually. Correct. Now imagine small numbers are there, you can do it. Okay. Imagine like for the adder, this is the one input you have here. One more input is. Now what you will do? This and this will be an input. You will get some output. The same kind of input you will give it in your calculator. Then you will check what are the value you are getting in calculator. Is it matching or not? Correct. So here, giving an input manually, getting an output manually, comparing the output manually. Don't you think it will take hell out of time? Correct. It will take huge time for us for doing this one. Okay.
True.
Imagine like now we have totally. If you take your laptop, maximum what are the different types of input you are supposed to give? Why 64? Your laptops are of 64-bit configuration. Correct. If you tell like I'll give all the input, you need to give 2 power 64 inputs. Imagine for giving a one input, you are taking 1 nanosecond. If you are taking a 1 nanosecond to give this many inputs, you need 530 years to give all your inputs. Correct. So, do you think this time is any feasible? No, right? So, even if you work with 1 nanosecond speed to complete this many inputs, you need huge time. Okay. So, what we decided? We decided that we will give an input, but we will not give manually. We will give in an automated manner. Okay. Input need to be given automatically. In output, you need to get automatically. Comparison also need to happen automatically. So we brought up a concept called Testbench. So we brought up a concept called Testbench. Because do you think input can you give manually? No. Can you get the output manually? Can you compare and can you check the output manually? No. So everything is manually not possible. So we decided we'll do one thing. We'll automate this part and we call this part I what? Testbench. Okay. Now if it is a Verilog, you need Testbench, DUT and TB top. Only 3%. He will give the input and this is the design. That's it. Over. Nothing else. For taking an output comparison, we don't have any other features. Only giving an input, you made it as what? Automated. So this was not that enough for us. So we went to the SystemVerilog. Now inputs are manually, inputs are automatically generated here. Okay, it will go to the BFM, from the BFM to the interface to the DUT, from the DUT again it will come to the interface, from the interface to the monitor to the scoreboard. So you will give the input. See, imagine this is your adder. If you think this is your adder, input you are giving manually, input you are giving, output you are getting, and comparison you are doing. Correct. All you have to, all you are doing what? Automated man. Clear? Even if you come to the UVM also, for if you think this is your adder, input you are giving, output you are taking, and output you are comparing. Everything you are doing what? Automated manner. Correct. Verilog, SystemVerilog, and UVM. Is it clear? Till this point, clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Online people?
Yeah.
Anyone have any doubt? Clear? Online people? Hello?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Clear?
Yes,
Okay, chalo. Let us move on. Now, see, some people have a doubt. What is the generator? What is this BFM, interface, DOT, monitor, scoreboard? Okay. So Whatever I'll explain, they listen properly. Now imagine this is a adder. For the adder, what is needed? Input is needed. Imagine he will give the input 2, 3. What is the input he is giving? 2, 3. But keep in mind, your adder, he understand which language? Binary. What is the language you are giving? Decimal. Correct. So he will not understand this language. You need to convert to what? Binary. Okay. So decimal you have given generated. You are converting to a what? Binary format. Why you generated by binary? Why you converted to binary? Because your duty understand what? Binary language only. Okay. Now here 1 0 and 1 1 will come here. Now this adder will give you what? 1 0 1. What do you mean by 1 0 1? 2, 3. If you give, what is the output you will get? 5. That is 5 means nothing but 1 0 1. Now 1 0 1 will come here. What your monitor will do? Will convert again binary to decimal. What this 5 will happen? 5 will be checked here, pass or fail. Pass or fail means is it a, whatever the value you got, is it correct or wrong? Now what the BFM is doing? BFM is doing decimal to binary. And what your monitor is doing? Binary to decimal. Okay. We'll do one thing. We'll go for UVM. Okay. UVM also you think the same story. 2, 3 will be generated by what? Sequential. Okay. And you know that your duty will understand only one language. What is that language? Binary. Correct. Now what the driver will do? Convert decimal to binary. Okay. Decimal to binary he will do. Clear? Now again 1 0 and 1 1 will come here. What the DUT will do? It will take binary input and will give you what? Binary output only, right? So 1 0 1 you will get it. Now this 1 0 1 will come here. What monitor will do? It will take the binary input and will give you decimal output. This 5 will go to scoreboard. What the scoreboard will do? Pass or fail, it will tell. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? So people may be asking, online people, with a generator and sequencer, is it do the same work? Yes, 100%. They both are same only. BFM and driver, is it a same? Yes, they are same. Then why they are named? Okay, in your school day, why you called the teacher and engineering you your PU you called lecturer, right? What is the difference? Nothing difference, correct? Only one fancy name we added. Okay, we used to call principal, there we call dean, correct? So what is the difference? Nothing difference. The difference here, we have coined a one fancy name, correct? Previously we used to call generator, now we are calling what? Sequencer. In a system Verilog, we used to call BFM, I am calling driver. Here also I will call monitor. In UVM also I will call monitor, scoreboard and scoreboard. Clear? Any doubt? Now is it clear to the people what the generator will do, what the BFM will do, what the DUT will do, what the monitor will do, and what the scoreboard will do? Okay. Now, see, they are non-technically fine to answer. But if you tell decimal, binary and all, interviewer will never select you at all. Okay. Keep in mind, whatever I have explained, everything is wrong. Means non-technical manner, it's fine. It's not a technical answer. Actually, it's a wrong. BFM will not do decimal to binary conversion. What it will do? Transaction to pin wiggle. Clear? Now, what monitor will do? Monitor will not do binary to decimal. What it will do? Pin wiggle to transaction. Now, generator actually will generate what? Decimal it will generate, or what it will generate? It will generate transaction. You said decimal. Now what I am telling, transaction. So transaction will come here. So transaction will get converted to what? Pin wiggle. Pin wiggle will go to the DUT. Okay. Again pin wiggle output you will get, and this pin wiggle will go to the monitor and will convert to what? Transaction again. Pin wiggle to transaction. This transaction will go to the scoreboard and we will check whether it's true or false. Similarly, in system in UVM also, driver will not convert decimal to binary. What it will do? Transaction to pin wiggle. And what the monitor will do? Pin wiggle to transaction. Correct? And this is binary to decimal. Okay. Now what happened? It will take a transaction here. What the UVM will do? It will take the transaction as an input. Okay. Driver will convert transaction to pin wiggle. This pin wiggle will go to the DUT. DUT will give you pin wiggle output. Pin wiggle will go to the monitor. And what are the pin wiggle you got input will convert to what? Transaction. And that will go to the scoreboard. Scoreboard will tell pass or fail. See, now there may be doubt with what is this transaction, what is this pin wiggle. All I'll tell you next. Okay. After this, I'll tell you what is the meaning of transaction, what do you mean by pin wiggle. Everything will draw properly. Now, is it clear for everyone? Verilog is clear. In Verilog, Testbench will be there, DUT, it will be given. That's it. Go ahead. Anyone had doubt? Online people, anyone had a doubt? Okay. Chalo. See, Verilog, you have Testbench, you have DUT, and TB top. Only 3 people are there. Input it will generate. Only input it will generate and will give it to what? DUT. No one is there to receive back the output, and no one is there to compare your output also. But here, for generating, these people are there. For collecting, monitor is there. Scoreboard will take and will analyze and will tell you is it whatever the output you got is correct or not. So the SystemVerilog is better. UVM, what happened? Sequential driver, they are on the input side, they will give the input value. Monitor will take the output value, and output value will be compared in what? Scoreboard. Clear? And once again, let me repeat. Generator will generate the decimal value. Okay, see, leave about transaction pin wiggle. Okay, first we'll understand in a very simple manner and very non-technical manner. What the generator will do? Generator will generate decimal value. Okay, this decimal value, DUT will not understand. What language he understand? Binary language. So what your driver will do or BFM will do? It will convert decimal to binary. So binary value will come here. So, and DUT will give you back what? Binary output. Now this binary output will go to the monitor. What monitor will do? It will convert back binary to decimal. Next, what it will then it will go to the scoreboard. What scoreboard will do? It will take the decimal value and will tell you pass or fail. Clear? The same story will go for your UVM. What the sequencer will do? Generate the decimal value. Okay. Now, why you are converting decimal to binary? Because your DUT understand what? Binary language. So you need to convert. Now, what the DUT will do? DUT will give you binary value. This binary value will go to what? Monitor. What monitor will do? Convert binary to decimal. The decimal value will go to what? Scoreboard. Scoreboard will do what? Pass or fail. Scoreboard will tell you whatever you did is correct or not. Okay. Anyone have any doubt? See, at least now I expect that the generator meaning need to be clear to you. BFM, monitor, scoreboard, okay, and DUT. Here sequential driver, monitor, scoreboard, and DUT. Okay, rest all the thing we'll take in the next diagram. Is it clear? Generator, what the generator will do? Generate the input. What the BFM will do? Convert decimal to binary. What the monitor will do? Binary to decimal. What the scoreboard will do? it will take the value and compare and tell the output is correct or not. What DUT will do? DUT is nothing but design under the text. Okay, so the adder which you need to test it. Similarly, sequencer, what it will do? Generate the inputs. What the driver will do? Convert decimal to binary. What the monitor will work? Binary to decimal. What the scoreboard work? We'll check whether whatever the value we got is correct or not. And what is the DUT? DUT under design under the text. It means this is the design which you need to check. Is it 5 people here and here are clear? Anyone have any doubt? Online people?
It's clear.
So I'll just give you a minute time. Make sure if you have not written, you draw this diagram. And interview point of view, all the 3 diagrams are very, very important. Verilog Testbench, SystemVerilog Testbench, and UVM Testbench. See, now I'll just draw one.
Hi.
Small.
Hello.
Go ahead. Ravi. Hello.
Hi, sir.
Go ahead. Ravi, you have any doubt?
The transaction and generator in UVM, you can do that sequencer sequencer and sequencer. Both are same. Transaction and sequence are both same or not?
No. See, I'll explain you. Next diagram. This person is this transaction, sequence item, sequence, or interface. Everything I'll take it in next diagram. Okay. So you'll get a clear idea. What do you mean by sequence item? What do you mean by sequence? What is a sequencer? Everything you'll get a clear idea. These 2 people you can drop for a while. Next diagram, if you have doubt, let me know. This transaction also, next diagram we will take.
Hello, Nitish.
Okay. Sequence is different item and transaction is different item, right? Sequence is different and transaction is different. That's
see here actually in SystemVerilog you will call transaction, and the same person you will be calling here sequence item and sequence in UVM. But if you see from the diagram or internal perspective, they are similar only. You can equate your transaction to your sequence.
okay. We can tell this is also as a transaction, right? In UVM also we will take this word as a transaction. Why we are taking a sequence?
See, that only I said. We will go for next diagram. You will get a clear idea. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
See, one more thing. One more thing. See, what is the difference between SystemVerilog Testbench and UVM Testbench? See, you just observe the yellow line. See, I'll pack them all the 3 people in one dabba, and I'll call the dabba as what? Agent. Now you check both are same only. Do you agree? Generator, BFM, monitor are packed in one dabba, and that dabba is called as what? Agent. And generator is called as what? Sequencer. BFM is called as what? Driver. Monitor will be monitor. They have one change. We have one extra dabba called as what? Agent. That you have first change. You will have transaction. Okay. Here what you will call? Sequence item and sequence. 2 different separate people are there. What these 2 people will do? The single person will do here. Transaction. Rest everything almost Testbench is similar. Clear?
Okay.
Any doubt? See, code wise there is a difference. Go ahead.
Why we are taking the scoreboard out of the box?
See, that only. Now what happened? Example. In SystemVerilog, imagine you want to develop APB protocol. AHB. You want to develop one SOC. Imagine here one SOC, system on chip. There are different modules are there. Correct? APB, AHB, AXI, I2C, PCI, like this. Okay. Now, what happened in SystemVerilog? How to separate them? Correct. We need to separate. Okay, they have APB agent, they AHB agent, they AXI, they I2C, PCI. Okay. In SystemVerilog, we didn't had any option. Now, what we did here, can I rub this? You will get a clear idea. Okay. Now, see his question, we will come back. Now, what is his question? The APB agent, AHB agent, AXI agent, I2C agent. This is a common scoreboard for them. Now, his question is why we have agent in UVM. His question is this one. Clear? Why we have this concept called as an agent? Okay. Now, see here, I'll draw two diagrams. Which one is good for you? You tell me. See, I'm not drawing all the diagram. Okay. See, this is UVM, you think, okay? This is your SystemVerilog. Okay. This is I'll call APB agent. APB agent. AHB agent. AXI agent. I2C agent. Correct? Now, you tell me which diagram is more better, UVM or HV? Why? See, we have separate, correct? See, we have kept this as separate, this as separate, this as separate, this as separate. Now here, correct. There is not that clarity for us. Okay. There is a high chances that we will get confused. Okay. So this, instead of modifying this sequencer, there may be chance you will end up doing this one. Clear? So that is the reason. Okay. As per your protocol, we separated them one by one. Clear? Online person, one person. Who asked? Ravi, right? Is it clear? Why we have an agent? The concept of agent is for this purpose, because we need to keep one IP to other IP difference. Clear? Okay. Let me know if you have a doubt. Okay. If no doubt, we'll go for next diagram. Okay. I'll give. Clear? Take a 30 seconds and make sure if you want, you write it.
Sir, when they ask like why we require agents, so what are we supposed to tell?
Once again, Anusha.
Like when they ask like why we require agents, so we can just tell that reusability purpose we need agent, right? Or
See,
else what
in
are we
UVM is all about your reusability. The why we developed the UVM, it's all about reusability. So the need of an agent is that to keep one IP to another IP separate. Okay, the one IP you need to think, the another IP, the another IP, another IP. So in order for better classification of your IP, we will make a separate group, and that is called agent. Clear? Now here, this is called a APB sequencer. What do you call this? APB sequencer. What is the APB driver? What is the APB monitor? AHB sequencer, AHB driver, AHB monitor, AXI sequencer, AXI driver, AXI monitor. Similarly, I2C sequencer, I2C driver, I2C monitor. Clear? Chalo. We'll go for next diagram. So,
Sir,
good.
what if not connecting the interface in between DUT and the test bench?
Now you will understand this one. This diagram will give you more clarity on the diagram. Okay. What then? See, you may have lot of doubt. Nitik, what do you mean by sequence item? Sequencer. Okay. What do you mean by transaction? What do you mean by interface? Why I need this one. I can go and directly connect to the DUT. Okay, this diagram will give you more clarity. No, this is not that reusable. UVM, before we were developing UVM, our concept was about the reusability. Okay, how the reusability you will get to know later stages. Okay. Back up. 1 minute. Done. Okay, chalo. We'll move on. Sequencer, driver, interface, okay, DUT. Again, we have an interface. We have monitor. We have scoreboard. Okay, we'll understand one by one properly. Imagine that this is an adder. Okay, one more thing I'll draw. See here, I have given you one diagram number 1, 2, 3. All the dabbas are what? Adder only. This is also adder. 2 input and two values in adder. 3 value you need to give for an adder, and 4 value you need to give a adder. Correct? Any doubt here? Okay. Now here, if I write A, B, C, D, what do you mean by this? This adder need how many inputs? 4 value. Which kind of adder? 1, 2, 3? 3. Imagine we have second as an adder. Now here second adder is there. Within this sequence item, what are the values you need to write? A, B, C only, correct? Now imagine like if this adder is first adder, what is the value you will write in sequence item? AB, correct. See, is it clear? In a sequence item, what are the value or what are the signals we call as signal? Okay, will be present, it will depend on what? Your duty. Can I call as duty? You imagine your duty is it need 2 signals, then you will add only AB. If your duty will tell KM and I need minimum 3 inputs, In this sequence item, what are the value will go? A, B, and C. In the duty, if tell I will be a third kind of an adder. What are the value you will pass it here? A, B, C, and D. Clear? No? Now we'll do one thing. We'll consider a third type adder, third one adder. Is it clear? Adder number 3. This is what I'm considering now. If I consider this here, sequence item, what are the value will come? A, B, C, and D. See, what do you mean by sequence item? Sequence item means all the signals with default value is what? 0. That is what sequence item meaning. Okay. All the signal you will declare in that, and by default their values are what? 0. Now imagine I'll take this adder. Okay. Now what are the value I need to give here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Example 0, 7, 8, 1. Correct. 1, 3, 5, 0. These are the input I'll give. Do you agree? See, if I give 1, 2, 3, 4, what will I get? 6 or 10. Correct. Next, 7, 7, 14, 14, 15, 15 plus 1, 16. Correct. Next, 8 plus 1, 9. Clear? Okay, you can check if I did any wrong. Okay. Now, Nitesh, then what do you mean by sequence? Sequence means A, B, C, D. Now, what are the inputs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the next input? 0, 7, 8, 1. What are the next input? 1, 3, 5, 0. Now, what do you mean by sequence? Sequence means multiple sequence item. Can you see it? With value. With what value? Random value. What is the difference between sequence item and sequence? 0.
One is
Random value.
assigned to 0 and others are sequences which has random values.
So can I conclude this way? Sequence item, sequence means multiple sequence item. Do you agree? Multiple sequence item. One, first. Second, with a randomized value. Multiple sequence item with randomized value. Do you agree? If I call this, what is a sequence? Multiple sequence item with randomized value. Is it a random value you will give, or a proper? You will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that you will give. You will give random value.
Random value.
Random value. See, that is what I did here. What is the difference between sequence item and sequence? Sequence item, only you will declare the signal, and those signals by default value will be what? 0. And what about the sequence? Sequence is a multiple, is a copy of your sequence item with a default with a randomized value. Clear? Any doubt? No doubt. Now I have one small doubt.
If
go ahead. Online.
Yeah. If
go ahead.
we can give, if we can give sequence directly the value. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. If we can give the direct sequence numbers, why we are using sequence item?
If you can give
is this
direct,
necessary for this?
no, you if you can give directly sequence, you are telling her.
Yeah.
See,
values,
one thing.
Directly we can give the values to the sequence. What is the need of sequence item?
See, one thing you see what happened. First, you only think for a while. What is your job? You will prepare one dabba. Correct. In that dabba, what is your job? First, to bring all the signal. That is what your job. Correct. Or you will bring the value also together. First, you need to tell in that dabba, what are the people will be present? You said A, B, C, D. These are the people will be present. So first you will define one dabba. What do you mean by this dabba? If this dabba will take 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. Go and define this dabba. Correct. So we have defined this transaction. That is the meaning of transaction. So first you need to define what your sequence item will have. Okay. A, B, C, D as an input signal. First you need to define input signal. Who are there? That is what we have a sequence item. And then what we will do? How many copy you need? And then you will give a random value. Clear? So beginning only, we cannot see how you will assign a value without a variable. Is it possible? Variable are needed or not needed? Needed. So first you need a variable. Then only you can assign a value, correct? Okay. Any doubt? Clear? Okay. See, now I have one question for you people. This here add the input 1, let us imagine input 1, input 2, third set of an input. To this adder, all the input will give together or one by one. Why one by one? Give all together only, no? See, for this adder, input 1, input 2, input 3, you will give one by one or all the input together only you will give it to the adder. Correct. If you give together, what happens? You will get something junk value only. Correct. So you need to give one by one. What the sequencer will do then? His
Sir,
name
one
is
doubt,
called
sir.
arbitration. What he will do? Arbitration. Arbitration means, hey, you go first, you go second, you go third. This is what he will decide. Okay. So it means that you may generate a multiple sequence here, but finally it will go how many? Only one. It's not like other will be wiped out. It will go in the second round, third round, fourth round, like this. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the job of a sequencer? Arbitration. What do we call? Arbitration. Arbitration means what? Go first, second, third. Like this we need to tell, right? So your sequencer will do the arbitration. Okay. He will be the one who will decide. He will go first. He will go second. He will go third, like this. Clear? Any doubt?
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead.
I
Go
have
ahead.
one doubt, sir. Like input 1, input 2, input 3, all these 3 together are called a sequence, or input 1 itself is called
All are called. See, all are sequence.
all are
Okay.
called together sequence.
Sequence. Now, I'll give you one more example to
Sir,
make
one
you
more
very
doubt, sir.
properly feel. See, there is what happened. Write sequence will be there. Read sequence. Read sequence. Okay. So if you have a doubt, what I'll do, I'll take a one more example to make you more feel clarity. Okay. The again will become one group. Again, one more sequences will become another group. Okay. Just after this, again I'll explain only these 3 people. Sequence item, sequence, and sequencer. The only one concept, once again I'll explain. So you'll get more clarity again. Clear? Is it a clear? Sequencer job is clear. One person in the online I asked, what do you mean by sequence item or sequencer? Clear? Okay, can we move to the next one? Now, what your driver will do? Driver will convert transaction to pin vehicle. That is what we have learned. Right. Clear? Now, what do you mean by this? Nitish, this means is that any doubt? What I have done? Together, I have separated. That is the meaning, actual meaning of transaction to pin vehicle. I'm not kidding or I'm not diverting. This is the actual meaning. If you really want to feel what is a transaction to pin vehicle, actually separating them. all the people were together, all the signals were together, we have separated. Now, online person have one doubt. Why you separated them? Okay. If you wanted to separate, then you could have separately generated ABC like that only, right? So let me explain you properly. Now, I'll give you two scenarios. You decide which one will happen in the reality. See, this is a chip, right? This is also one chip. Okay, let us imagine. For the chip, how will you give the input? You will give A, B, C, D as a separate, or to the one pin only, you will give A, B, C, D. Which one is correct, first or second? How will you give an input? Huh? Correct. You have seen the black chip, right? If you remember in a digital circuit 7400, correct, AND gate 002 and something like OR gate and all, correct. If you remember, for one pin, you used to give what? One input, correct. So how will you give the input? In this manner or this manner, first or second? First manner. It means separated manner, means this way you will give this one. Here one you will give or two you will give as an input to the DUT. DUT need which kind of input? Two. That is why we said pin wiggles. They are in a pin wiggle format. What kind of an input DUT needs? Pin wiggle. Why you are converting in a driver transaction to pin wiggle? If I not convert, what will happen? It will happen like this. All ABCD will be together only, right? On one pin, it will give all the values. Is it correct? No, right? So you need to separate them because your DUT need what kind of format? Why pin wiggle? Because it will understand only in pin wiggle format, correct? It needs the input in what format? Distributed manner, correct? So that is the reason we are converting transaction to pin wiggle. Is it clear? Now, see, online person, okay, Rajshekar have one doubt. Okay, let us imagine, okay, whatever you are telling is correct. Now, why don't you tell me like, yeah, see, listen his question properly. He is asking one question. Nitya, you could have generated the input like this only, no? A, B, C, D. Why? What he is telling? A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3, D equal to 4. This one will give it here. And now what he is asking, Nitya, imagine DUT. Your DUT need what format? Pin wiggle format, means separated format. Now what he is asking, then why you are adding or joining everyone together? You could generate in a what? Separated manner only, right? A separate, B separate, C, D. What he's telling, imagine if you could have separated this, then do you think this is needed now? Huh? Not required. Correct. If you could have separated in the beginning only, obviously we don't need what? 100% whatever he's telling is correct. Then see, in VLSI, even if you reduce one component also, lot of time will save. Correct. So he's telling we could have separated them, and obviously we could have saved one component. It means time will obviously directly will now sequential value will go to where? DUT only. So interviewer will ask sometime to you, can I connect directly sequential to the DUT? That is what the question is now framed. See, now imagine if you could have separately generate. If you could have separately generate, do you think driver is needed? Driver not needed. Then can I connect sequential directly to the DUT now? Almost. Interface is there, interface story, we'll see it later. So interviewer will ask this kind of question. Okay. See, they are all basic questions. Why you cannot connect sequential directly to the DUT? Clear? Question is clear now? Question is clear? Okay. Let me go for answer. See, I'll give you one example. First, we'll understand the example. Then we'll go for non-technical to technical manner. See, Rajsekhar, you had this kind of a doubt. Why we cannot make it separate? Now I have one question for you. Okay. Imagine your wife will be there. Okay. She will then go to market, bring grocery, bring vegetable, bring fruits. Okay. And she will give you one bag. Correct? In this bag, she will ask you, go and get everything. Now my question is, you'll take one bag, you'll put a grocery, you'll put a fruits, you'll put a vegetable. All in one bag, you'll put it, right? And you will go to, this is in a market, you will, in one bag, you'll put everything. Once you reach the home, what you will do? Grocery, you will keep separate. Fruits, you will keep separate. Vegetable, you will keep separate. My question, if you want, finally, what is your intention? Separating. Then why you merged them? See, why you merged here? Question is clear? Finally, what your wife will do? Separate. Then why you merged? Again, it's a double work, right? For her. Huh? Correct. What is the answer? See, in the market, 12 bags, if you keep separately, you will look like some specular species. Correct. Okay. So, what is the way to carry in a market? Single bag will be easy to carry. Do you agree? In one bag, you can put 12 different stuffs you can put. That will be better. Or keeping a 12 bags separately. That is better. One bag, putting everything, that will be better. Why? Easy to carry. Okay. In the home, what you will do? You will separate them. Correct. Driver. See, sequencer is near to the duty. You will test. Correct. That is what I am telling now. See, driver is not there. Then it has good like sequencer only directly connected to the duty, right? So why we need driver? That is what I am telling. You could have generated like this separately, right? If you could generate separately, do you think driver is needed? Not needed. Then obviously it has good like sequencer only connected to the duty. Correct. Now, what happened? Now you only think for a while. This is sequencer. This is driver. Which one is better? Okay. Imagine like from market. This is market. This is home. Is it better to carry A separately, B separately, C separately, D separately? Or carrying together? That is better. If you carry separately, how many cycles are needed? 4 cycles are needed. Take A, take B, C, D. Like this, how many cycles are needed? 4 cycles. If you merge everyone and put in one dabba, how many are needed? Only one is needed. See what happened? Transaction, if you ask me, we never want to convert to PinVigal at all, because transaction is very convenient way. Okay. So why? Because it's easy to carry. This is a headache for us. But we are forced to do this one. Why? Due to understand what format? PinVigal format only. So that was the reason we are forced to convert transaction to PinVigal. Else we don't need PinVigal at all. Okay, because your DUT will not understand the transaction format. And now why we are not generating PinVigal format? Because PinVigal formats are difficult to carry. Okay, I have already given a one non-technical example. So it's not a convenient way to carry. It's a difficult way to carry. Okay, more number of cycles are needed. So that's the reason we will generate a transaction only, and then we will convert one transaction. We'll separate them. Then that will go here. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Till here, let me know, driver, if anyone have any doubt. Online people, what is a transaction? What is a PinVigal? What is a sequence item? What is a sequence? What is a sequencer? All are clear? Online people? Done? Okay. we'll move for next. Now what the interface will do? Now people may be asking, Nitya, what do you mean by interface? Okay, interface, more clarity, we'll go for next diagram, but still here this portion is there, right? This portion means in between the driver and interface. This we call as virtual interface. What is we call virtual interface? This portion is there, no? Interface to the duty, we call like what? Physical interface. Clear? This portion. Driver, still if you are not happy, I'll do one thing, this portion and this portion in between them. What is this portion? Driver to interface. What do you call this? This side of interface, what do you call? I'll do one thing. I'll ask you this way. What is this interface? What is this interface? This side interface will be called like what? Virtual interface. This side will be called like what? Physical interface. They say, what do you mean by virtual interface, physical interface? I'll come more. Okay. Keep this in mind. They are dynamic in nature. This till here, they are dynamic in nature. They become static in nature. What is this? All I'll take it in next diagram and I'll explain. They are virtual interface. This is what? Physical interface. Virtual interface is what? Dynamic in nature. And physical interface is what? Static in nature. Clear? Now the interface alone we will take it in next diagram. Okay. Now for the DUT, what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, all you will get it. Correct. Now what the DUT will give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Correct. 6, 10. Correct. Correct. Now again interface will be there. So what the interface will do? Correct. See, binary only. Now actually decimal and binary we are not following. Why? What we are following now? What is this? What is this? So I'm explaining in what manner? Technical manner. In technical, what happened? It will be in pinwiggle format. Pinwiggle means what? Separate, individual. Correct? Transaction means what? Together. Now this interface and this interface are same only. Don't think separate interface. They are all same only. Now I'll draw this diagram once again properly to you. Now people are asking, Nitya, only 10 will be there, no? How you got again A, B, C, D? Why again? How I got A, B, C, D? Actually speaking, I need to get only E, right? How come I got A, B, C, D again? See, I said no, this interface and this interface both are same only. So from this interface, what we have? A, B, C, D. And from this, after the DUT will give you output. So that output also will be there. See, it means that from the beginning, output will carry with you. E will be there, but it will be what value? 0. What is E? Output. Here also E will be there. Okay, don't think E will not be there. E will be there. What value? E 0. Here also E will be there. What is the value of E? 0. Here also E will be there. What is the value? 0. So here also E will be there. Here also your E will be there. Clear? Here also your E will be there. See why you have not written in the beginning. See, if I write in beginning, again you will not digest. Now it's clear. But this time E got what? Value. Clear? They are all what? Inputs. The what? Output. So E got now one value. Clear? Any doubt till here? Now what the monitor will do? Monitor will do the reverse operation.
Transaction. When we get the transaction,
A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3, D equal to 4, E equal to 10, A, B, C, D, E. What we did in monitor? What we are doing? Huh?
monitor, we did transaction. Here. When we
What
get
you are
to
doing?
transaction, conversion.
Correct,
Yeah.
no? The diagrams looks clear now. What do you call this? In equal to?
Transaction.
Is it clear? What your driver did, your monitor is doing reverse. Clear? Now, and what the scoreboard will do now? Scoreboard has the input value. Clear? They have it have the input value. See, I'll do one thing. I'll take a different color and I'll make you feel. I'll do one. Input will be there. Output will be there. Okay. Here, okay, one more dabba actually. I need to try it. Now you will understand better. This person is also a duty. We call I what? Golden duty. What do we call this? Similar like duty. What is a duty? Golden duty. That story we'll see it later. This is also like what? Duty only. For this duty, they all will go as what? Input. What he will get here? 1, 2, 3, 4. When you 1, 2, 3, 4, it will go. What you will get? 10. What value you are getting here? Here 10, here 10. It will do the check. Both are same or both are different? Same. If it is same, what it will tell? Pass. Clear? So this is how the things will happen. Okay, we'll study one by one once again. See, I'll go through from the beginning once again to you. What is a sequence item? Sequence have one container. Sequence item is one container which have what? All the signals, and default values are what? 0. What do you mean by sequence? Huh? Correct. Multiple copy of your sequence item with randomized value. Why do you need sequence here? For arbitration. Why you need arbitration? Else all will travel together. We need what? One by one. Now, why you need a driver? Whatever you have generated, that is a transaction. What you need? Why you need pin wiggle? Correct. DUT need finally what? Pin wiggle format only. Now there is a one more person called interface. Left side of your interface is called as what? Virtual interface. Right side will be called as what? What is a virtual, what is physical? That I'll tell you later. Keep in mind, till now you have whatever the value I got, dynamic value. What kind of value you have? Now what you need to convert? Why DUT need what? Static value. Okay, what is dynamic, what is static? We'll see it later. Okay, next diagram. Okay, next. Now DUT got what? We have the, what do you mean by adder 3? What do you mean by 3 here? Third adder. Okay, third adder I'm considering for you. Okay. Now interface actually will give you what? See, DUT will give you what? 10. Now my question, then how come you have A, B, C, D? How you got this value? From the interface. From the interface we have this one. Okay. Then E equal to what? 10 will be there. Till now E also had, but what is the E value now? 0. But E will get one value now here. That will go to where? Monitor. What monitor will do now? Again it will take all and merge, and one dabba it will make. Correct? And what is the dabba is called as? Transaction again. Pin wiggle again will be converted to what? Transaction. What this transaction will be done next? It will go to the scoreboard. We'll send this transaction. Okay. All the input will go to where? Golden DUT. Okay. So the DUT again will generate what? Output value. And you also generated one output value. Golden DUT value washes your duty value. It will check and tell you what? Pass or fail. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, I'll give you a minute time to just note down. Okay. See, write the diagram, because this much clarity you will not find even in any website. Okay. See, you might have seen
Hello?
number of. Go ahead.
Yeah. Why we are carrying the output with this
Why
box?
we are carrying output?
Uh, in this box, we are carrying E is equal to output. You are telling, right? Why we are carrying output? We can put a separate output in DUT. Then we will give it as output like that. It's not possible.
So, Egit, your question is that, Nitesh, from the beginning, why you are carrying the E signal? That is your question?
Yeah. Yes,
See,
yes.
see what happened? As I said in the beginning, we will be having one container. That container we call a sequence item or transaction. You need to tell me what are the signals you will be taking. And among them, who is input, who is output, all you need to declare in the beginning only. Just give me 1 minute. I'll go to the coding. Now you can fill in the coding, you'll get a clear idea. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. See, I'll take one web. Okay. See, whatever I said, no, everything you can feel in the code. See, just for a while, I'll rub this. Again, it will be easy for you to see. Sequence item. See here. Now, if you see, right enable, if you see the here duty, imagine this is the duty. Who are the input, who are the output? Here, if you see the diagram, who are the input, who are the output? Address, write data.
Address and write data. Are
And
input.
again, still are there. Write enable, read enable. They are all what?
Inputs.
This is what? Correct? Among this here also, how many inputs are there whom you are randomizing? All the 4 you are randomizing. What about this? R data. Are you randomizing? Now you come to our example. How many inputs we also had? 4. What are the 4? A, B, C, D. What we will do? Randomize them. What about E? Will not randomize. So here sequence item is a container. We need to have tell everyone A, B, C, D, E. Everything you need to declare. Among them, who are the input? You will declare them by what? Rand. Who are the output? You will declare them by what? Non-rand. Means you will not declare anything as rand or not. Okay, rand word keyword you will not define for them. It will be, see, output why you will randomize. Now you only think, see what you are telling, I'll tell you. See, now offline people are asking one doubt. Correct? A, B, C, D, E is there. See, I'll just write a rough code. Rand A, rand B, rand C. Bit definitions I have not written. E like this. What the people are asking? For E also, why don't you write rand? Okay, Baba, I'll write. Just to keep you happy, I'll write it rand. Now, here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, some random value it generated. For E also, it will generate what? Random value. Do you want random value or do you want E to value to be calculated from the adder? Random value you will supply or adder need to give that value? Correct. If you are supplying, then no meaning of the dabba only again. Then. Correct. If you want to randomize E, then no need of the dabba only. You only randomize E equal to 9. Then what is the meaning of adder? No meaning. Okay. So, is it this is clear? Sequence item will have input and output. All the signals it will be there. Input will be declared as what? Rand. Output will be declared as what? No rand. I mean no rand or no, rand will not be declared for that. Is it clear? Huh? Huh? See, one thing I'll tell you, without DUT, 100% you cannot develop Testbench. No, see, I said I will not have the DUT. See what I said, APB DUT I will not be having, but I will have the knowledge that in the this APB DUT, who are input, who are output, that signal spec we will read, right? In that spec it will be mentioned. You see what I said, I have not given the code, but I never said you don't have a knowledge. You have a knowledge, who are input, who are output, correct? See, what is the sequence item I said to you? They are inputs, they are output, all you will define it, correct? And what is the sequence will do? Can anyone tell me? What is the difference between sequence item and sequence? Correct. See,
Sequential random items.
correct. See, sequence, see what I said, sequence item, sequence is nothing but multiple copy of sequence item in a randomized manner, correct? Do you agree? See, I'll show you the code. Can you tell me what is this? What is this? What is this? Sequence item. How many copy I need? 2 copy. What manner I need? Here, coding
Right.
also tells the same thing only, right? At least you will not able to understand full code. At least partially you can feel it, right? What is see? Sequence is nothing but a copy of sequence item you will be creating, correct? You cannot feel here? Sequence item, what you are doing? Repeat it 2. Repeat 2 means how many copy it will create now? 2 copy it will create. Okay.
2
And
copies.
both the copies are what? How it will be there? Randomized. If I tell here 20, what happened? 20 separate copies will be created. Clear? Any doubt? Huh? No, I didn't get. See, no. See, you leave about the RQ. Here I was telling. Who is this person? Sequence item. See, I'm not going into the code. I'm just making you to feel the code top. Okay. What is the person? Sequence item. Sequence item, what you did now? Repeat of 20. 20 times 20 multiple copies you create. And all those copies you need to do what? Correct. Here, don't go into the complete code. Okay, that code I'll explain later. But at least somewhat, can you feel it? Sequence item will create one sequence item in one dabba it will create, which will have the definition of who are inputs, who are output. All that things will define. Inputs, how you got to know that who are input here? If the inputs are there, then they will have what? Keyword. Rand keyword. If they are output, then
bits. Yeah.
that keywords will not be there for them. Why rand keyword is not there for output? Why you
Because
not
output cannot be randomized.
correct? Outputs are not for randomizing. If you are randomizing, then why you need that duty? Here, anyone have any doubt? See, now next, what is the driver will do? Transaction to pin wiggle. See, I'll show you the coding. See, this is what transaction to pin wiggle you are doing. See, I'll be doing it all the signals properly. Then you will understand. See here, I'll just modify this code. See, I'll write it in simple manner. So coding also is completed for you. Okay. So very simple manner. Now this coding, what is this? What is this? Pin wiggle. Nitya, how you written? I didn't get, no problem. If you didn't get right, I'll go back to your old diagram. So you only need to write this coding. 1 minute. See here. Now I want you to tell me the coding for this. Okay. Now, what is this? Transaction. See, actually, I have written this one. No, actually, it will not be there here. It will be there here. Okay. What is this person name? Interface. Now, this value I want to copy here. Okay. See, can I write like this? Interface In that I had a signal called I got A. To this, what I need to copy from transaction? Which signal? A. What do you mean by this? Can anyone tell me? Now what will happen if you write like this? See, I'll just modify it. Okay.
Transaction to pin level conversion takes place.
Correct. See, now here actually A will be there. By default, A will have a 0 value. Okay, just think for A. Interface, A signal. To this, what you copy? Transaction, A signal. Transaction, A signal. Now what happen? If you do this, one will get copied here. Do you agree? Can you convert again here transaction to pin wiggle here? Keep in mind now this is not there in your mind now. This is not there at all. Now you think. Interface dot equal to interface dot B equal to. So what happened now? B variable is there. By default, what value? 0. What you did now? You are telling, hey, go to interface. In that interface, which one? A, B, C, D. Where I go? You are telling, go to B. Interface dot what? B. Okay. So what shall I do here? Transaction you go. In that which one? B. So what will happen now? B will copy 2 as a value here. Clear? Now what you will do now again? Similarly, what? Interface dot C equal to transaction dot C equal to 3. Actually, by default 0. Now what value copied? 3. Is it clear? Online people is clear how the coding will do. See, this is a rough coding I have shown. Okay, they again need some more clarity. Okay, that we will do it later. So at least somewhat rough coding is clear. Anyone have a doubt? Okay, can you people help me to convert this also? This coding I need, monitor coding I need. Imagine this is not there at all. Tell me the no coding now. Transaction dot A equal to interface dot A. Transaction dot B equal to
Interface dot B.
transaction dot C equal to 100%. You are right. Okay, we'll check. That's it. The coding is done. See, simply you will cry. Okay. See, I'll go to the monitor. Okay, rough coding you observe. See here, I'll bring it. I'll bring all the signal. See, we'll observe this only 3, 4.
So I have a doubt. Yeah, so you showed that diagram previously, right, for interface and driver. So you're saying initially it will be 0, but then later on, in interface, it's getting assigned as 1 or whatever the value correspondingly are. Correct. So in interface, the values are already pre-saved or something. How is it getting assigned exactly to the same value when initialized as 0?
How? Okay, 1 minute. I'll come to this. Okay, diagram.
Okay.
Okay, right. I didn't get your question. 1 minute. Okay, now tell me. How? Can you tell me with this diagram? What was your
Yeah.
concern?
Yeah, so if you can see the driver, initially the values are 0, 1, I mean 0, correct, from sequence. Yeah, so in interface, you're telling directly it is going to be pointed to, say, for example, interface dot A is equal to transaction dot A. So it's getting pointed to that input, correct? So how will it declare the values 1, 2, 3, 4? How will it know the values it has to take is that inputs?
Okay, we'll do one thing. See, I'll write one small thing. Okay.
Okay.
Let us analyze this part. Okay. I'll rub this part. See, your concern is that how the value will be get assigned, correct?
Yeah, correct.
See, I'll do one thing. I'll take a very small thing to understand. B equal to 2. If I write A equal to B, what happens?
A will be assigned to 2.
A will get what value?
2.
Pakka? Till here,
Yeah.
any doubt? No doubt? If no doubt, we'll go with here. Now, here I have Tx dot A as what value? 2. Imagine. Sorry, Tx dot A is 1. Correct?
Okay.
1. I'll just Tx dot A value is what? 1. Now, what is your job? You want to copy this value 1 to where? Interface dot A. Correct? In interface,
Yes.
it is by default what value?
1.
0.
Okay,
0.
0.
Correct?
Yeah.
So what you will tell? You will tell, hey man, go to interface. In that, which variable? A variable. To that,
Yeah.
what you copy? So what will happen now? Content of A
Assignments
will
1.
go and copy to the interface, right? How?
Yes.
Here B will copy to A or B value will copy to A?
B value.
B value.
Yeah.
See now, Tx dot A will copy or 1 will copy in the interface.
1.
1 will copy. Content will copy, right? Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt?
No. Got it.
Okay, chalo. See, now here, if you remember what we did, transaction interface to transaction, correct? Now the same coding we'll see in the coding wise. What you are doing? Yeah. What is this? Is it look similar to you? Similar coding we will do here also. Transaction to pin wiggle to transaction. Ulta we will do that shit. Okay. See, if you know this, driver and monitor coding is already done for you. Very simple. Okay. Don't think like it's a complicated. Nothing. Any doubt? Clear? Can we move on? Okay. Now. Okay. Just take a minute time and complete this one. See, who tells you SVUVM complicated? Bring a BCom guy. I'll teach him SVUVM in 1 or 2 months.
Hi, sir. Hi.
Good. Good.
Yeah, in this scoreboard, after the interface, monitor, and the scoreboard is there, right?
In the scoreboard?
In this
Ravi, your voice is not that audible. Can you come near to? Good.
Golden duty is there, right?
Golden
scoreboard.
duty.
Yeah. We know that for duty we need some interface to transfer the data. So here in this scoreboard, we have any interface in there for duty?
Okay. See, I think your doubt is this one. Okay, Nitesh. Okay, you just correct me. Nitesh, to the duty backside, what is the value? Who is there? And again here also interface. He's telling he also duty, right? Here we don't have interface. Is question is clear?
Yes.
One thing, is it this? Okay, the diagram is done. Okay, see here. Let us take his question first. See what he is asking. This duty is there. Okay, so what? Here interface is there. Here you also what? Interface is also there. Now come here. What is this? Duty. Why you don't have interface here? Why you don't have interface? Question is clear. See, whatever he asking a very valid question. For duty, we need to have interface. See, once again, I'll tell you. Can I rub this? Okay. So this question we will take in the next diagram. Can I rub this? Okay. So now for this, before I answer your question, I'll go for this one discussion. Immediately I'll come to your question. Now you need to understand this non-technical example. See, let us take our PM. Modi is there, and he wanted to talk to a Biden or Vladimir Putin, Russian. Okay. If you remember, whenever he go to the foreign visit, I think the people old students, they may be knowing one thing. See, I'll just go to the this one 1 minute. The lady. See, this girl, can you see this girl? Okay, the lady. See, next time onward, whenever PM Modi will go for a foreign visit, you observe that this girl will be there, the lady will be there for every foreign visit. Okay. Now the question comes: why this foreign why the lady needed? You can see that, correct? Whenever any foreign visit will be happen, this Indian girl will go, and her name is what? Let us check. What is her name? Gurdeep Kaur Chawla. That lady name is called what? Gurdeep Kaur Chawla. Okay. So now let us come back here. Now, whenever Modi will go for any foreign visit, okay, the lady will go with her. Why? Can anyone tell me? What is the reason why the lady will go?
We will accept the interface to translate whatever Modi wants to tell to other nations.
She will be translator. Okay. Do you think Modi know all the language? No, right? Okay. Whatever he will tell in Hindi. Correct. Now, Biden may need in what language? English. Or Vladimir Putin may need in different language. Correct. So this call Gurdeep Kaur Chawla and here Modi. Okay. What Gurdeep Kaur Chawla will do? Translate. Example, he may be speaking in Hindi. He may be in English. Correct. So what Gurdeep Kaur Chawla will do? She will take the Hindi and will convert to what? English. And she will take the English from Biden and will convert to what? Hindi. Do you agree? Now, do we need Gurdeep Kaur Chawla? Is it needed or not needed now? Pakka needed? Okay, I'll give you one more example. You need to tell. Okay. What language they both speak? Hindi. You take our home minister or our PM, both will speak what? Hindi. Shall we need a Gurdeep Kaur Chawla? Why? Why we need translator? Your language and my language are same. We don't need any translator. Do you agree? Correct. If you understand the non-technical, that will be answering your question. Clear? Any doubt? So you can make a note. What is the need of interface? For that, you write the example, non-technical example. Okay. He is your like a dynamic person. Okay, I'll just come back to again coding. Okay, he is a static kind of a thing. Then we need a one person who is a dynamic to static. Okay, see first write a one heading. What is the need of interface? Okay, for this, okay, interface, and you write without interface. They have an example for interface. Why you need? Why you don't need interface? They make a note. Here interface is need, not there. It means I'm talking this lady. I'm considering a what? Interface. See, if you understand this, next easily you can understand. Make a note. Done? Okay. See, let me go for this. See here. See, first question is Verilog we will go. In Verilog, if you remember, what is the dabba name? Testbench. And what is the dabba? DUT. And if you remember, I just drawn one arrow. Correct? One outer dabba was there. His name is TB top. TB top you ignore. Now you take these two people. Now here he speaks Hindi. He also speaks Hindi. You need any translator? Interface needed now? Not needed. Pakka? DUT you will write in which? See, now one thing. DUT you will write with module, class, program, interface. What you will use? Module. DUT you will write in what? Module. Testbench you will write in what? In Verilog, module only. What you will use? Module. He also use Hindi. He also use Hindi. Do you need translator? No. Come here. Testbench or text, what we call text, or you call testbench, whatever. His name is interface. His name is DUT. Maybe SV language or UVM language. DUT you will write with what block? Module. Pakka? Testbench or text you will write with which? Class. One person know Hindi, one person know what? English. Or we'll take he know what? Hindi. He know what? What happened? You need what? Translator. What this translator will do? Convert Hindi to English or English to Hindi in non-technical. Technical way means what happened? Dynamic to static. Static to dynamic. Testbench are dynamic here. Nitya, what is dynamic? I'll come to this one now. What is this? Now you need to convert dynamic to static or static to dynamic. What we need? Interface. Come to here. Yeah. Module means what they are? Static. Here is static. Module means what? Both are static. What happened here? Do you need an interface here? No. What about here? One is module. Module means they are always what? Static. Keep this in mind. If I write module, they are, that means it's a static. What is static? I'll come to this one. If I write class, then you need to think they are what? Dynamic. Now you will use DUT what? Module. Class was what? Sorry, testbench is what? Class. So this is what? Dynamic. That is what? Static. So one is static, one is dynamic. Then what happens? Interface is needed. Do you agree? One more example. See. Both know what? Both are class. Both are what? Class. Both know English. Or both are, one is Barack Obama, one is Biden. When a translator are needed here? Why? Both understand same language. Now both are dynamic. He also what? You need in between anyone? Pakka? Clear. So here what? We don't need any translators. Correct? Or we don't need any interface. So is it first? This is clear. When you need interface? Huh. See, one thing you need to tell, one need to be at least model, one need to be class, or one is class, one is model. In this kind of cases, what happened? Okay, see, I'll just write one truth table to understand. Testbench is there, DUT is there, example. You think one is model, another is model. Interface needed or not needed? No interface, correct. Imagine, we have a class, here also class. Do we need no interface? One is a class, one is model, or one is model. Anyway, just think for a while. Anyway, this is a wrong case only. Okay. In both the case, what happened? Correct. Is this points are clear? When the interface is needed? When one person is model, when one person is class, that time only what we need? Interface. If both are same, do you need interface? Not needed. Pakka. First, note down this. Then I'll come to the question what he asked. He asked in scoreboard for that duty, why you are not using? Correct. Both are dynamic. Then why should I need interface? Okay, just make a note. Reference model. Reference model is what? Class. You need to write in class. That is what? Again, dynamic. Then why should I need? I don't need. First make a note. Clear? First make a note. Then we'll come to the question. We'll go back to his question. See, that is a bundle of signals we will tell. We will be together. See this one, when I start coding, maybe tomorrow onwards, you will get to know that. See, signals you will declare only in 3 places. Either in sequence item, or either in interface, or either in duty. Okay. If you declare in sequence item, there will be look like a transaction for you. If you need pin wiggle, you need to go and contact interface. If you need transaction, you need to contact whom? Sequence item. So what happened? A signal, example, A is a signal. It will be present in interface also, it will be present in sequence item also. Sequence item A is what? Transaction. Sequence interface A is what? Pin wiggle. Okay. See, now just give me 1 minute. Let me go back to our whatever we had a doubt. Just 1 minute. Let me go back to our old diagram. Now you come here. Now, who is this? DUT. The DUT you will write in what? Module. Pakka? The driver, they are from here, these people. They are written in what? Class. One is a class, one is a module. What you need? Pakka? Chalo. This side you will go. This side they are what? This side is what? Module and a class. What you need? Module and class. What you need? Clear? Now we'll come here. This is a class. This is also a part of a class. Now, this is also a class. Do you need interface anywhere? Is it clear now? Online person, I don't know. Like who asked this question? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ravi, actual reason why you
Yes.
don't need interface? Why you don't need interface? Both are dynamic or both are clash. Then why you
Both.
need interface? Correct? Clear? Any doubt?
Okay. No.
Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll just stop it for the day. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. And see, the people who wanted to attend tomorrow, it's a regular class will be there. No demo will be there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll stop it for the day. Tomorrow we'll continue and time will be the 6 a.m. And the people, anyone have any doubt? Okay, this is my number. You can call me 9844982345 or 9019232425. Any number you can call. Okay, sure. Okay, we'll stop it for the day. Tomorrow we'll continue.